Okay, now this is for all the aspiring actors. So, what is the casting process like? What is it that you see in an audition when you're finalizing a character? I believe you are the one who takes the final call on locking a character.
So see, basically, when we start off making a story, we have a prototype in our head. Like you said, that a negative-looking woman will be a vamp, or a good-looking woman will be a this, or a seedha guy will be that. So we have some prototype. That's how we create, and that's how we think. We can't think in thin air without having an example in our head. So when we make the story and we fit that in our head, and the auditions start coming in. So some good actors also feel that why didn't we fit the role? So it's not that they were not competent or they didn't do their part well, but the image which we had. So if I had an image of a short guy getting married to this girl, so even if the tallest guy who's the greatest actor doesn't fit it, I cannot make that exception because I have played out the story in my head for 100 episodes. And I know probably right now it won't reflect so much. But when I do the 40th episode and I want that twist of a girl having a problem, in whatever way, sexually, emotionally, with a man who's shorter, will not fit in. So even though you're a good actor, you had all the attributes to fit in, you don't fit in. Or if I had a guy who's lisping, so even I have a real guy who's lisping, who's come in as an actor, and then I have actors who are faking it. So I'm not able to differentiate, and get a good actor on board because I have somebody who's doing it so naturally. So there are a lot of reasons which go into why we select a character and not a B character. So it's difficult to explain to people. We sometimes apologize to them that it's not to do with you. It's in our head, we fitted this particular character in that thing and it works. So the process of now, in fact, now casting has become a very professional sort of a exercise because actors don't have to immediately reach a production house and say ki hame ye karna hai. There are casting agencies who are there are casting individuals who are there who are constantly auditioning people. So for us also it becomes easier. So if I'm doing a particular show, I give it to a producer and they hire a casting agency or an actor. So they have for every category. So if I'm a father, I get a list of 25. I get mother 30 options. So it becomes easier for me. Vis-a-vis when people come to me and say audition for a role, then I get confused because I have a particular company doing all that for me. So it becomes easier. So today, if an actor or anyone who's aspiring to be an actor, I think it's easier to go and attach yourself to an agency or a casting person because they're constantly doing for 100 things.
Right.
I might be just doing one thing at Atrangi in a particular role, but when you're with an agency, they are catering to 100 platforms, 100 television channels, 100 ad agencies. You will definitely find a way if you can work on yourself and hone your craft. The problem here is that a lot of people are not honing their craft, but they're working on themselves. Let me go to the gym, let me beautify myself, let me work on my, the filters. But unfortunately, that won't take you far. You have to work on your craft. If you're here to act, you have to keep working on it. In fact, a lot of people come to me, and they say, ma'am, hum ye karna. I said, go and work in a theatre. Go and become an assistant. Because once you do that, you'll suddenly realize you'll have utmost respect for the people who are in front of the camera or people who are behind the camera. Otherwise, you come like in some la-la land that, okay, I am the boss and I've suddenly got like 5 lakh followers and I should be like running after you because why? I don't need to. So I think keep working on your craft. If you're really passionate about it, don't just run that, okay, I have not got something for so long, I will get it. I remember Vikrant Massey is such a good friend of mine, and when he took a break from TV, for the longest time he was not getting anything. I was in his lowest phase, but he said, I will wait. I want to do this, I will wait, and the rest is history.
12th Fail, I think it's the highest rated movie on IMDb.
Exactly. So, and we are all obviously voting for him for the national award because he's done such a good performance there, and it's unbelievable.
But tell me, so how is acting different on OTT and TV? Because I think a lot of times actors are kind of struggling. They get typecasted as TV actors and they don't get a break in OTT or in films. So how is that different?
I think now, 5 years back when OTT started, definitely it was a total no. But like I said, now OTT is also moving into premium TV. So a lot of TV actors are moving into premium TV. Some of them from TV have always also managed to break that stereotype of being TV actors because they've gone and hosted shows. They've become non-fiction hosts. They've got pivotal roles in films, so they can now, go back to doing OTT. So I think that line is getting separated. I think, like I said, For me, it's always about how well do you know your craft. Forget the medium. I can spot you on Doordarshan and might want to take you in my show on Netflix or on Amazon. So I think it doesn't matter where you are. If you're working on your craft, see why they say TV is because they think that's like the, so it's very ironic. It's a 50-50. When you're on TV and they say TV actor because आप stereotype हो, आप कुछ कर ही नहीं रहे हो. अरे बस आप खूबसूरत दिखते हो. You just have to like do a particular thing and get off. But the good ones, so say like a Sakshi, say a Varun Badola, these guys have killed it in TV. I mean, in TV also they were untouchable. So when they came here, I remember Renzel is a good friend of mine, Renzel De Silva, when he did the film Dial 100, he's done all the big films with Dharma and all, you know it. He told me, Nivi, I want to work now only with these people. Because while being on TV, you know, they did so much in so less time. I mean, you had to do 15 scenes in a day. So if a good actor was sitting and working on a scene, he was honing on his craft so much that he knew exactly what to do on a film. So when you come in a film, you have to do this. The director didn't have to work hard. I mean, I remember Renzel took Sakshi in 24 season 2 and he was so happy he took her in the film. And I remember when Sakshi's Mai came on web, oh my god, people were like raving. They were like, Parvati ne kya kar diya? Parvati ne kya kar diya?
Yeah.
So, and it was like a evil Knievel sort of a character, you know, and a badass mom who was doing like good stuff on OTT. So, like I said, if you know your craft, I think that whole defining of TV, OTT and film is fading away.
Yeah.
You just have to be good at what you do.
Good at
And
acting.
if you start comparing that why this one has that, why, trust me, there are 10 other layers which you're not seeing. You're only seeing this part कि अच्छा उसको इतना है इसलिए वो मिला है. नहीं, उसमें डेफिनेटली कुछ एज तो होगा तुमसे ज़्यादा जो मिला है. तो ये आर्ग्यूमेंट मेरे लिए हमेशा होता है एक्टर्स आके, अरे मैम हमें नहीं मिला. अरे but how can I tell you on your face that you know you're not doing some things correctly? Please do it. It's not about making your muscles and your biceps of this height. It's not.
Yeah.
You're not acting in front of the camera. Please act.